Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Tennessee's will have some work to do after that short return. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown Vols! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
The give out of the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
The Sooners want to move quickly. Dialing up a second down pass play. He finds his man. At midfield, he's got room.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always...
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. The give to the back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Had to get rid of it quickly. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, the ground game. Makes one-man miss. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Here's the handoff. Nifty little dance step.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Tennessee. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 6 over Marshall. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sticks. It's Torres. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Typically, when you see a draw play, you don't think of it being forced outside.
No, you want those defensive ends to run upfield and run downhill inside. The object is to get those guys pass rushing and running out of their gaps. So
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. Using his legs, it's Winston. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that
ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! When you're handed a break, With unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They want to run this quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted it to be a...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're a shot toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is...
Open runway ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Vols will kick it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. The Volunteers get it past the sticks.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Massey. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. He's right on target. Makes the catch and knocked down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Torres. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Movement here from the tight end. The play-action fake. Fires to the tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's on the loose. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Give to the back. Powers through the defender.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Winston. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Takes the handoff. It's Winston. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got it in the middle. It's Winston. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
He wants to throw here on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Torres. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Massey. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks.
He tries to take the top off. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation. But we've got overtime coming. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
On the ground, it's Winston. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. coming after him. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They're bringing heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. That is no good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. Now first down here in the second overtime. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on.
If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. To the ground, he's got it again. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll go with the quick touch pass. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody.
A game winner. What a finish in double overtime.
game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.